Before you chase success, money, or approval from the world, pause for a moment and look inward. Many people spend years running toward goals that never truly satisfy them because their minds are scattered, restless, and controlled by distractions. Stoicism teaches something powerful. Your life changes the moment your mind changes. When your thinking becomes disciplined, calm, and focused, everything else begins to fall into place. Opportunities start to look different. Problems become lessons instead of obstacles. And the path ahead becomes clearer than it has ever been. Most people waste their lives not because they are lazy, but because they never stop to question the direction they are going. They follow the noise of society, trends, opinions, and fear of missing out. But the Stoics believed that a person who cannot control their mind will never control their life. Imagine trying to build a strong house on weak foundations. No matter how beautiful the house looks outside, it will eventually collapse. Your mind is that foundation. Fix it first, strengthen it, train it, and your life will become unshakable. There is a quiet power in learning to step back from emotions that try to control you. Anger, jealousy, impatience, and constant comparison slowly drain your energy. They make you react instead of think. Stoicism reminds us that not everything deserves our reaction. Some battles are not worth fighting. Some opinions are not worth responding to. When you master the ability to remain calm while the world around you is chaotic, you gain a level of strength that most people never reach. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for motivation before they take action. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the weather. The Stoic mindset teaches discipline instead. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you do not feel like it. It means improving yourself quietly while others are busy complaining, procrastinating, or doubting themselves. This is how powerful lives are built, through small consistent actions that most people ignore. Another truth that many people avoid is responsibility. It is easier to blame the economy, other people, bad luck, or circumstances. But Stoicism teaches that you must focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. The moment you accept responsibility for your thoughts, decisions, and actions, you reclaim your power. Instead of feeling like a victim of life, you begin shaping your own path. The modern world is full of distractions designed to steal your attention. Endless scrolling, constant notifications, and the pressure to always keep up with others can slowly weaken your focus. Many people wake up every day reacting to the world instead of directing their lives. Stoicism encourages the opposite. It teaches you to protect your attention like it is one of the most valuable things you own. Because in truth, it is a strong mind does not happen overnight. It is built day by day through awareness, reflection, and discipline. The Stoics practiced daily self-examination. They would ask themselves what they did well, what they could improve, and what lessons they learned from the day. This simple habit can completely transform the way you grow as a person. When you become aware of your patterns, you begin to change them. There will be moments in life when everything feels uncertain. Plans fail, people disappoint you, and the future becomes unclear. These moments can either break you or strengthen you depending on how you think. Stoicism teaches that difficulties are not punishments. They're training. Just like muscles grow stronger under resistance, your character grows stronger through challenges. Many people are afraid of silence because it forces them to face their thoughts. But silence is where clarity lives. When you slow down, reflect, and detach from the noise of the world, you begin to understand yourself better. You start to notice what truly matters and what is simply a distraction. This awareness alone can save years of wasted energy chasing things that never mattered. Another powerful Stoic idea is understanding that time is the most valuable resource you have. Money can be earned again. Opportunities can appear again, but time never returns. Every day you spend without direction, without growth, and without purpose is a day you cannot reclaim. This is why fixing your mind first is so important. When your mind is focused, you naturally begin to use your time wisely. Some people wait for the perfect moment to start changing their lives. But the truth is that the perfect moment does not exist. Life rewards those who begin, even when they feel unprepared. Stoicism encourages action rooted in clarity rather than fear. You do not need to have everything figured out. You just need to start improving one step at a time. Confidence is not built from showing off or proving yourself to everyone around you. True confidence grows quietly from within. It comes from knowing that you are improving, learning, and becoming stronger mentally each day. When your mind is stable, criticism cannot easily shake you, and praise does not control you. You become steady regardless of what people say. One of the most dangerous habits people develop is comparing their journey to others. Social media often creates the illusion that everyone else is ahead, more successful, happier, and more fulfilled. But Stoicism teaches a different perspective. Your path is yours alone. The only comparison that truly matters is who you were yesterday versus who you are today. A disciplined mind begins with controlling small things. Waking up when you say you will. Finishing tasks you start. Keeping promises to yourself. Speaking with intention instead of reacting emotionally. These small victories might not look impressive to others, but they are the building blocks of a powerful life. When your mind becomes stronger, your decisions also improve. You stop acting impulsively. You begin thinking long-term. You understand that every choice you make today shapes the person you will become tomorrow. This awareness alone can change the direction of your entire life. Fear is another reason many people waste their potential. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of starting something new. But Stoicism reminds us that fear often comes from imagining problems that have not even happened yet. When you focus only on what you can control in the present moment, fear loses much of its power over you. Life will always contain uncertainty. There will always be challenges you cannot predict. But a trained mind does not panic in uncertainty. It adapts, learns, and continues moving forward. This resilience is one of the greatest strengths you can develop. Imagine living a life where your emotions do not control you, where distractions do not steal your focus, and where fear does not stop your progress. This is the type of life Stoicism encourages. It is not about becoming emotionless or cold, it is about becoming balanced, wise, and strong. If you feel like you have been drifting without direction, this moment can be your turning point. You do not need to wait for next year, next month, or even next week. Change begins the moment you decide to take control of your mind. Every great transformation in history started with someone deciding that they would no longer live unconsciously. They chose growth over comfort, discipline over excuses, clarity over confusion. You can make that same decision starting today. Many people will continue living on autopilot, reacting to life instead of shaping it. But you have the opportunity to do something different. You can pause, reflect, and rebuild your mindset so that your future is intentional rather than accidental. The truth is simple but powerful. When you fix your mind, you fix your life. Your actions improve, your habits become stronger, your confidence grows, and your path becomes clearer. Everything begins within. If this message resonates with you and you want more powerful insights like this to strengthen your mindset and transform your life, make sure you subscribe to this channel. This channel is dedicated to helping you build discipline, mental clarity, and inner strength using the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Stay with this journey, keep improving your mind every day, and you will begin to notice something incredible happening. The life you once thought was impossible will slowly start becoming your reality. The moment you begin to take your mind seriously, your life starts to shift in ways you did not expect. You begin to notice how much of your time was once controlled by habits you never questioned. You start seeing how easily people allow emotions, trends, and outside opinions to dictate the direction. Stoicism opens your eyes to something simple yet powerful. Most people are not truly living intentionally. They are reacting. When you understand this, you realize how important it is to step out of that cycle and begin shaping your life consciously. Many people think changing their life requires a dramatic event or a sudden breakthrough. In reality, most transformations begin quietly. It begins with one decision: to think differently, to respond differently, and to live with awareness. The Stoic mindset does not promise an easy path, but it promises a meaningful one. And when your life is meaningful, you stop feeling like your days are being wasted. You may have noticed how easy it is to fall into routines that slowly drain your energy. Waking up without purpose, scrolling endlessly, comparing yourself to others, and constantly feeling like you are behind. This pattern can continue for years if you are not careful. Stoicism interrupts this cycle by reminding you that your attention is your greatest power. Wherever your attention goes, your life follows. A focused mind begins by asking better questions. Instead of asking why life is unfair, you ask what you can learn from a situation. Instead of asking why things are difficult, you ask how you can become stronger through the difficulty. This shift in thinking changes everything. It turns obstacles into training rather than barriers. The truth is that life will not slow down for you to figure things out. Time continues moving whether you are ready or not. This is why Stoics valued awareness of time so deeply. They understood that a person who respects their time respects their life. When you realize that every day is limited, you naturally begin to live with more intention. There is also something important many people overlook. A peaceful mind is not something that happens by accident. It is something you train. Just like a body becomes stronger through exercise, the mind becomes stronger through discipline and reflection. This means learning how to observe your thoughts rather than being controlled by them. At first, this may feel challenging. Your mind might wander. Old habits might try to pull you back into distraction. But every moment of awareness is progress. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you strengthen your ability to guide your life rather than drift through it. Another lesson Stoicism teaches is emotional control. Not suppression, but control. There is a difference between feeling emotions and allowing them to rule your decisions. Many regrets in life come from moments when emotions took control and wisdom was ignored. When you train your mind to pause before reacting, you create space for better decisions. Think about how many conflicts in life could have been avoided if people simply paused for a moment before speaking. Stoicism encourages silence when emotions are high because silence protects your clarity. Words spoken in anger often create problems that take years to repair. Patience is another powerful quality that a disciplined mind develops. The modern world encourages instant results, quick rewards, and constant stimulation. But meaningful growth rarely happens instantly. It happens gradually, often in ways that are invisible at first. Stoicism reminds you to trust the process of steady improvement. Sometimes people feel discouraged because they do not see immediate results from their efforts. But a strong mindset understands that progress is happening beneath the surface. Just like a tree grows roots before it grows branches, your discipline and mental clarity are forming a foundation that will support your future success. One of the most freeing realizations you can have is understanding that not everyone needs to understand your journey. Many people will question why you are changing, why you are becoming quieter, more focused, or more disciplined. But Stoicism teaches you not to live for the approval of others. Your life is your responsibility, not a performance for the crowd. The more you train your mind, the more comfortable you become with solitude. This does not mean isolating yourself from people, but it means no longer depending on constant validation. You become your own source of direction and stability. There is also strength in accepting that life will never be perfect. Many people waste years chasing perfect conditions before taking action. They wait for the right opportunity, the right mood, or the right support from others. But Stoicism teaches that progress happens even in imperfect conditions. In fact, some of the greatest growth happens when circumstances are difficult. You may face moments when motivation disappears and doubt begins to creep in. These are the moments that truly define your character. Anyone can move forward when they feel inspired, but only a disciplined person continues when things feel uncertain. The Stoics believed that challenges reveal who you really are. They show whether you are guided by emotions or guided by principles. When you commit to improving your mind, you develop principles that guide your actions even when your emotions fluctuate. Another important lesson is learning to simplify your life. Many people are overwhelmed not because life is too difficult, but because they are carrying too many unnecessary distractions. When you simplify your priorities, your focus becomes stronger. When your focus becomes stronger, your results improve naturally. Clarity is one of the greatest advantages you can develop. A clear mind makes decisions faster and with more confidence. It reduces stress because you are no longer constantly second-guessing yourself. And most importantly, clarity helps you move forward while others remain stuck in confusion. There will be times when you feel like you are moving slower than others. But Stoicism teaches that speed is not the goal. Direction is moving quickly in the wrong direction wastes far more time than moving slowly with purpose. When your mind is aligned with your values, every step you take becomes meaningful. Gratitude also plays an important role in strengthening the mind. Many people focus so much on what they lack that they forget to appreciate what they already have. Gratitude shifts your perspective. It reminds you that even in difficult moments, there are lessons and opportunities hidden within your experience. A disciplined mindset does not ignore problems, but it does not become overwhelmed by them either. Instead, it looks for solutions calmly and rationally. This ability alone can separate those who progress in life from those who remain stuck. You might also notice that as your mindset improves, your circle may begin to change. Not everyone will resonate with your growth. Some people are comfortable staying the same and may not understand why you are evolving. Stoicism teaches acceptance in these situations. You cannot control how others respond to your progress. What you can control is your consistency. Consistency is one of the most powerful forces in personal growth. Small actions repeated daily can create results that once seemed impossible. This is how transformation truly happens, not through sudden bursts of effort, but through steady commitment. There is also something important to remember during this journey. Growth can sometimes feel lonely, especially when you begin thinking differently from the people around you. But solitude during growth is not a sign that something is wrong. It is often a sign that you are stepping into a new level of awareness. When your mind becomes stronger, you begin to notice opportunities that others overlook. You see possibilities where others see obstacles. You remain calm where others panic. This mental advantage can change the direction of your entire life. Imagine living with a mind that is not constantly distracted, worried, or controlled by external noise. Imagine having clarity about your values, your goals, and your direction. This is the power of fixing your mind first before chasing everything else. Many people chase success without building the mental strength required to sustain it. Even when they achieve the goals, they feel empty or lost because their mind was never prepared for the responsibility that comes with success. Stoicism teaches you to grow internally before chasing external rewards. This approach may feel slower at first, but it creates lasting stability. When your foundation is strong, you are able to handle both success and failure without losing your balance. Life is unpredictable, and you will encounter situations you cannot control. But your mindset determines how you respond to those situations. A trained mind does not collapse under pressure. It adapts, reflects, and continues forward. Over time, you may notice that you react less and think more. You become less concerned with proving yourself and more focused on improving yourself. This quiet confidence is one of the most powerful outcomes of developing a Stoic mindset. If you have made it this far in the video, it means you are serious about changing your life and strengthening your mind. And if you want more deep lessons like this that help you grow stronger mentally and live with purpose, make sure you subscribe to this channel. This community is built for people who want to think clearly, act wisely, and build a powerful life using Stoic wisdom. Your journey toward a stronger mind and a more meaningful life is just beginning. Every day you choose awareness over distraction, discipline over comfort, and wisdom over impulse. You are building a future that most people only dream about. Keep going, stay focused, and continue strengthening your mind.